With its diamond weave texture, Charmin Ultra Strong.
So good at it, and he deserves the applause.
You know, half the time you see a phenomenal costume, you say, who did that? Bob Finnegan. He really is a master.
All right, here we go. Durning String Band, Captain Jerry LaRosa. And they're ready to perform Saturday Fright Fever. And they're starting now. Crowd wants them. Point your fingers to the sky.
Yeah, that, you want to see how to make a double theme work. You just saw it. It was just perfect 70s and perfect horror. The werewolf, John Travolta's doing Macho Man. The village people covered with dust coming out of the speakers.
I love the DJ, wonderful. The crystal ball.
Oh, the DJ up there in the back.
The dancing ghosts. I love the way that they put those on the flexible wiring so that they could dance around themselves. Everything had the dancing theme going.
There's a big rule change this year. You can't have any prop more than 12 feet tall.
It was 16, right?
It was 12.
It was no, last year.
Well, whatever it is, it's smaller than it's ever been, and this band managed to make the whole routine look huge in spite of those limitations.
They really did a wonderful job with that. Now, you know, there's a lot going on in Philadelphia. We see the next band not yet in sight here. It gives me an opportunity to tell you that you really should go to GoPhila.com and check out what's going on in this city just in January, let alone throughout the year. Some of the exhibits at the museums and some other things. I caught up with a mummer who knows that very well.
Steve Highsmith here at Cadence Restaurant at the Kimmel Center along Avenue of the Arts or Broad Street on this great parade day. A lot going on in January. With me is Jim Werner of the great Polish-American String Band, but he has a day job too. He's with GPTMC, that's Greater Philadelphia Tourism Marketing Corporation. Lots going on in January, Jim.
Yeah, there is, and we are so excited. On January 15th, Tavis Smiley is debuting the America I Am, the African American Experience in Philadelphia. At the National Constitution Center, runs through May, looks at 400 years of African American contributions to American history.
That sounds great. Now, Edgar Allan Poe also has a birth date coming up.
Yeah, he would be 200 in January. So the Edgar Allan Poe National Historical Site is having a party. They're looking at his life and works right there on Spring Garden Street at the site.
And wait till you get a load of what's happening at one end of the Parkway. Cezanne coming to town.
Very excited. At the Philadelphia Museum of Art, Cezanne and Beyond is debuting. It's the only place in the world you can see this exhibition. It includes 150 works. Over 40 of them are from Cezanne.
And you know, Jim, it's easier than ever to stay in Philadelphia, to book in Philadelphia, find out what's going on.
Yeah, it sure is. To find out about all the exhibitions coming to town in the book hotel package, you can go right to GoPhila.com. That's GoPhila.com. And you can book your Philly overnight package and get free hotel parking.
Well, Jim, thank you. Good luck today on Parade Day. Happy Mummers Day to you.
Thank you, and happy Mummers Day to you,
And
too.
we want to thank the folks at Cadence Restaurant and the Kimmel Center. And there's so much going on at the Kimmel Center. Just check them out online. Give them a call. For example, the tickets for Ain't Misbehavin' are on sale now. And on January 24th, it's an evening with Ira Glass. Lots more to come on the Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. Stay tuned, everybody.
You look at the Ben Franklin Bridge there, you think of historic Philadelphia, and nothing is also more historic than the Mummers. And we will continue with the string bands in just a moment on the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade, getting ready for Uptown String Band.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade, sponsored by Southwest Airlines, the lowest fares and no hidden fees.
Starting now, I'm going to bring some fiscal sanity to our world.
I'm going to find ways to spend less and save more. Starting now, I'm going to figure out what's ahead before I get there.
Every day is a chance to do the right thing financially with a bank that's done just that for 155 years. Starting now, Beneficial Bank.
Starting now, I'm going to reach for higher places.
Hi, I'm Steve Highsmith. Are you a Mummer lover? Well, if you are, we've got pictures, we've got video, we've got information on everything about the Mummers. Go to myphl17.com.
If you like watching Family Guy on MyPHL17, yes! Now you can play with your favorite characters all day. Throw them around. Even let Peter do his thing. Yup, right on your desktop. Download the Family Guy Communicator, only at MyPHL17.com.
From all of us at Better Philly, Happy New Year!
People with antenna TVs won't be able to watch anything if they don't upgrade to digital by February 17th. So help those you know get a low-cost converter box, scan channels into it, and adjust their antenna. Visit dtvanswers.com or call this number.
Mummers Show of Shows, February 28th at Boardwalk Hall, presented by Trump Entertainment Resorts. Order tickets at Ticketmaster.com or call this number. For more info, visit PhillyMummers.com. Southwest Airlines presents the Fantastic Phillies Moments of 2008 at number 3.
Game 4 of the NLCS. Tie game. Matt Stairs clobbers a 2-run homer off Dodgers closer Jonathan Broxton. The sensational shot completes an epic comeback and turns the 40-year-old Stairs into an instant hero in Philly. Happy New Year!
MyPHL 17, the new home of the world champion Philadelphia Phillies.
Back now at the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade as you look from atop City Hall to the east. The PSFS building there, but right below us is Uptown. String band getting ready with Captain Jamie Caldwell. Their theme is A Whale of a Tale, A Whale of a Tale. And this is going to be an exciting theme to watch. They're always fun. And here they go, getting ready, starting now. A whale of a performance and a wow performance for sure, you might say. All hands were on deck for that one, Jake.
They were terrific, and Jamie Caldwell, I don't know if the whale found him or he found the whale. You know, they had some terrific sax runs in that. The after Blue Danube, the after Jaws. And what that music illustrates is what a lot of the good bands are doing. These are not just tunes tacked together. This is an overture. This is sort of a complete, unified piece of music that happens to involve a lot of tunes. And Greg Benson, the music director, described it as an overture, and that's exactly what it is.
And visually, a clever use of props. I love when the fish turned into the Red Lobster and the school of fish going back and forth.
And, you know, it looks so simple. I was there the day they were learning to turn those fish into a Red Lobster. And they must have gone through that drill 50 times. And I thought, they're never going to get it. And there it is in front of you. They perfectly did it.
18th year as captain. Now, if you like that, or if you liked any of the others that came before, of the other 6, go to our Viewers' Choice poll, and, of course, go there to prepare for the ones that are coming. Go to myphl17.com, because the string band performances today obviously are judged as they have been by folks that are in a booth next to us. But the viewers, you get to choose, as you have the last several years, and we announce that next Sunday. So go now to myphl17.com between now and tomorrow at 5 p.m., and you can vote. Make sure you watch all the bands. You can vote only once on the web and once via cell phone. Everyone who votes is also registered to win 4 round-trip tickets from Southwest Airlines to any city they service from Philadelphia. Log on to myphl17.com for a chance to enter in for official rules. More to come here on MyPHL17 in the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. We're in the string band division. We're not even halfway through yet.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade, brought to you by Honda.
It's going to be good to see him.
He's going to freak.
Keep doing what's important to you. We'll keep building cars you can count on.
See your Honda dealer for some very special offers on all Accords through January 5th.
If you're redecorating, the New Year's sale from Raymore and Flanagan is the one you don't want to miss.
My bedroom is totally me.
Make it something special.
It's my chair.
Create that new room you've always wanted.
Now this is my room.
And now, for the first time ever, no money down, no payments for 12 months, plus no interest till 2012. The New Year's sale, going on now at Raymore and Flanagan.
At Turkey Hill, we take pride in our ice cream, our fresh dairy ingredients, and recipes that have served us for over 75 years. But every once in a while, we like to introduce something new. Smooth and tangy Venice ice and creamy vanilla soft serve, blending together. Turkey Hill Duetto, 2 delicious in cherry, lemon, raspberry, and mango. And introducing 2 new flavors, root beer float and creamy chocolate coconut.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade is sponsored by Turkey Hill Dairy. Ice cream and iced tea imported from Lancaster County. Announcing the Southwest Airlines Viewers' Choice Poll. New Year's Day, when you vote for your favorite string band, you'll be entered to win a trip for 4 to anywhere Southwest flies. With 2 ways to enter and vote, by cell or online. To enter by cell, text the name of your favorite string band to 53536 or enter online at myphl17.com and click on Mummers. Polls are open now. To keep score, download a judging sheet from myphl17.com. The Southwest Airlines Viewers' Choice Poll from myphl17, the home of the Mummers.
Don't miss Southwest's newest non-stop destinations from Philadelphia, St. Louis, Denver, Austin, and San Antonio. Southwest is the only airline with non-stops from Philadelphia to San Antonio and Austin, Texas. Welcome back, everyone, to the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. Now, the mummin does not stop when the day is over. You know, there's a great place to have a lot of fun. It's Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City at noon and 5 p.m. on February 28th. That's February 28th, 2 shows, noon and 5. It's the show of shows, the Trump show of shows. It's warm inside. Great way to really enjoy all the costumes and music from today's string bands, and they do some extra special things as well. All right, we're getting ready for Woodland String Band and Captain Tom Shaggy Robeson. And, you know, the Egyptian theme, Jake, is probably one of the oldest that's been around. And
it's one of the very oldest that's been around.
They're doing it, and it looks like they're going to do it right. Because it looks awesome already.
This is one of the finest routines you're going to see today. And I don't like to make predictions, but from the first time I saw them.
Here we go. Woodland starting now. Woodland.
What I said.
Woodland String Band. Woodland String Band. Tom Shaggy Robeson. Wow, I tell you, Jake, If you like that performance, you were not in denial.
Oh, I love it. Good one. And I love that performance.
This is a wow.
This is a wow, and I think this is a top 5 string band. I shouldn't be saying that this soon, but I've loved them since the day I saw them. All those sax players dancing during Walk Like an Egyptian. You know how hard that is to play the sax and do that kind of dance while playing that tune?
No, I don't, but I tell you, they're constantly
I couldn't have done it, let me tell you.
They're constantly moving.
I've never saw so much movement. And Tommy King said they have to move and play at the same time, and they did it for 4.5 minutes.
Well, Tom is King Tut, and every single costume, every performer who was out there was brilliant. Just in the way that they moved, the way that they looked, the sword play that went on. I loved it when the guys came out of the wall. There were
yeah, right, and they became
the hieroglyphics on the wall,
and the way those statues stood at the end. You didn't know there were people in there, and at the end they stood up, those large gold statues. It's just an amazing performance.
Well, it really is. And you know, while we get ready for Duffy to come up around, I'd like to introduce somebody that's with us now. And we always appreciate people who are not only are good citizens and run good businesses, but also people that step up and help in times of need. And I have one of the gentlemen here who fits that entire description right now, and I'd like to introduce you to him. He's Jerry Cuddy. Jerry, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Happy New Year to you.
Same to you.
Jerry is CEO and president of Beneficial Bank, which is the oldest bank that's owned and operated in our area, and they have branches all throughout southeast Pennsylvania and in South Jersey. But Philadelphia is your home. This is where you're at. In fact, your family's here with you.
My family is standing right outside watching this parade. This was an amazing spectacle. What energy. Just incredible. And it's an honor to be here. And I'm representing about 1,000 beneficial employees. We are the oldest and largest bank headquartered in Philadelphia, 72 locations, 1,000 proud employees. There have been mummers strutting past our branches in South Philadelphia.
Well, in fact, they're going to vote, aren't they? Aren't your employees going to vote?
We have 1,000 employees watching the parade. They're going to vote for their favorite band, and then we have a $10,000 award that's going to be presented.
And in the band's name, not to the band, but in the band's name, to the mummers to help this parade keep going
That's
forward.
Exactly right. This is an important part of Philadelphia's tradition and legacy, just like Beneficial, and we couldn't be prouder to be a part of it.
Well, thank you. You know, I know that you have a saying. I wrote this down because I'm familiar with your bank, and that is that you say you're more than just a monthly statement. You do more for people than that, and this is a good example.
I think we do. For our size and for our legacy, we are probably disproportionately active in the community, and just very excited to be a part of the mummers tradition and the mummers history.
Well, I never want to correct a president and a CEO, but I don't think you're disproportionately involved with the community. Maybe the others ought to take a look at what you guys do and step up a little bit more. But, you know, we're proud that you're part of the Philadelphia tradition, part of the Mummers Parade, and that you're going to be giving this contribution, but just also just being there, being in the community and doing the things that you're doing. Because this is a time also that you need to make good financial decisions as a society and as a family.
I think so. And I think there's a good call for a return to fundamentals, particularly when it comes to things like savings, which is a huge part of our tradition. So, and a return to common sense, and that's what Beneficial is all about.
Now, you also have an interesting thing where you talk about when the kids get big, the houses get small. What's that all about?
That's exactly right, yeah. Just the notion that you need to do some planning. You need to get out ahead of the issues before the issues catch up with you. So we're all about doing not just the right thing, but helping families, helping children, helping businesses do the right thing financially.
Well, I think Duffy's getting close to getting ready, and I just want to let you get back with your family.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure coming in. Thank you all.
Thanks for helping save the mummers.
Will do.
All right, now let's get ready for Duffy. They're still putting everything in place right now. This was a fantastic year in some senses. The economy wasn't too cool in 2008, but in some ways, 2008 was pretty cool. I think you know one of them. Starts with a PH. Here's another great moment.
Southwest Airlines presents the Fantastic Phillies moments of 2008. At number 2.
A fantastic game winner. Catcher Carlos Ruiz dropped a swinging bunt in the 9th inning of the World Series Game 3. The slow roller was just enough to bring home Eric Brownlett and give the Phils a 5-4 victory over the Rays. The pivotal play leads the Phillies to a 2-1 series lead en route to the World Series victory. Happy New Year!
By PHL 17, the new home of the world champion Philadelphia Phillies. The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. Sponsored by Southwest Airlines, the lowest fares and no hidden fees.
What you got?
Want to get away? Now you can. With Southwest Airlines Internet specials, you can fly to destinations nationwide for just $49 to $99. Purchased by January 19th. Low fares, no hidden fees.
My buildings are about letting the future in. And that means sunlight. Solar energy is a powerful thing. It's better for the environment and for business. My bank gets it.
Solar lending, now at Beneficial. Just one way we can help you energize your business. Starting now. Beneficial Bank.
It's my kind of weather.
Here's to the underachiever.
Almost got an A on my paper.
What do you mean, almost?
That's C.
We salute you.
He likes girls and he can tell time. I'm a happy dad.
Here's to your future.
There's a college for clowns?
2.5 Men, weeknights at 6:30 and 7 on MyPHL 17.
The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are world champions of baseball.
For your next event, hire your favorite string band. Call 1-866-251-2638 or log on to PhillyMummers.com.
Beautiful shot of the Delaware River here in Philadelphia. This is the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. We've seen the comics and the fancies. We're in the string band division, about halfway through, starting our second half. And later on will be the Fancy Brigades, and you can see them on MyPHL 17 at 8 o'clock tonight, 8 to 10 p.m. tonight. So watch out for those Fancy Brigades. They're just great inside the Pennsylvania Convention Center. Who will do it again? Will it be Shooting Stars? Will it be Jokers, South Philly Vikings, Downtowners, and more? Well, here we go with Duffy's String Band now, and Captain Ted Kudrick starting now. Duffy, string band, and batteries not included, the theme. I got a charge out of that one.
Yeah, that's a great title, too. They're one of our finalists for the Custards Award. Now, you ask yourself, how does a band improve over its best finish in 28 years, which they got last year at 12? You just saw how they improved. Tougher music, better costume, fancier props. I mean, this band was a cellar dweller for years, and now they're right there in the fight.
There you see Jake with Ted. And little Joey Rulo, too, was in the theme, doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, the carousel was great. The whole thing. Duffy is just outstanding.
They did Toyland in 3/4 time and then shifted it to 4/4 time, and you never even felt the shift. That's hard to do. That's not the kind of thing that band used to do, and now they can do it.
Founded by Fire Captain George Duffy in 1945. Duffy, string band and batteries not included, and congratulations to Captain Ted, one of the longest-running captains out there as well. Now, listen, Mum fans, you like what you see? You probably have some relatives around the country that would like it, too. Maybe they used to live in Philadelphia or somewhere else. Well, this Saturday, between 2 and 4 o'clock Eastern Time, Philadelphia time, they'll be able to see the Mummers. The string bands are going to be on between 2 and 4 p.m. on WGN America. Let everybody know around the country. 2 to 4 p.m., WGN America. The Philadelphia tradition continues, and let the world know about it. More to come on the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade as you see the sun starting to go down just a little bit here in the Delaware Valley. Stay tuned.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade is sponsored by Turkey Hill Dairy. Ice cream and iced tea imported from Lancaster County.
At Turkey Hill, we take pride in our ice cream, our fresh dairy ingredients, and recipes that have served us for over 75 years. But every once in a while, we like to introduce something new. Smooth and tangy Venice Ice and creamy vanilla soft serve blending together. Turkey Hill Duetto, 2 delicious in cherry, lemon, raspberry, and mango. And introducing 2 new flavors, root beer float and creamy chocolate coconut.
According to the newest independent study, the most top docks in South Jersey are at Virtua, where digital operating rooms and high-definition imaging give them incredible precision in laparoscopic procedures, where they can perform the latest in minimally invasive surgery, and where advanced technology is your assurance of today's best medicine. Get all the facts at sjtopdocs.org.
2009 Mummers Show of Shows. One day only, 2 shows. Presented by Trump Entertainment Resorts. And it all happens at Atlantic City's Boardwalk Hall. Saturday, February 28th at noon at 5 p.m. To order tickets, call 1-800-736-1420 or online at Ticketmaster.com. Special rates available for groups of 15 or more. It's the award-winning performances of the Philadelphia String Band Association, the 2009 Mummers Show of Shows. And don't forget, for all Mummers info, log on to PhillyMummers.com.
The steps of the Museum of Art, the Rocky Steps. Welcome back to the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. I'm Steve Highsmith along with Jake Hart. And ladies and gentlemen, quiet in your living rooms, please. Dr. Phil Harmonic is about to enter the concert hall or street. Ladies and gentlemen, look up psychiatrist in the phone book because either you or this band's going to need one after this. This is Hegeman and Orchestrated Oddballs starting now. the band and grab the straitjackets. Orchestrated Oddballs, Captain John Barron and Hegeman String Band. Jake.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, if you want to talk about a costume prize, that costume so integrated with that theme, with the harps and the trombones and the bass fiddles and the saxophones. I don't think I've ever seen a more perfect costume set than that one. 5 years again, they've had this on the table. And the fit between the music and the drill, the suicide trombones.
And that's where the trombones are going back and forth and almost...
And one of them is John Barron's wife. She didn't get whacked with it. That's good.
And the harp suit you mentioned, that was just amazing.
Wasn't that wonderful? When all of a sudden these sax players lift up their arm and they're a harp.
But so much detail in there. And again, Bob Finnegan, the curled up tails, the multiple visual references to piano keys, which I found was interesting. Normally, a band will like put one in or something like that. But they were just replicated themes, but all done a little bit differently. It's just a really creative, this is a different type of performance.
It's probably the most unique performance you'll see all day. There's never been a theme like that.
I think it's the most unique performance I've ever seen. And
it's right up there.
And that's something to say in the sense that it truly was different. Now, the judges will have to decide whether, it was too different or not, or whether it doesn't fit the certain traditions they like.
If you want to integrate the music, the drill, and the costumes, you can't really do it much better than that.
No, I think it was I agree with you, Jake. It's an excellent integration. Hegeman, you're right there again. Great job. You get a wow, Hegeman. Look at those hats. Who needs a private jet when you got a hat? Or Southwest Airlines has what every business traveler needs: convenient schedules, on-time flights, and friendly customer service. Visit southwest.com today. And I see a couple people there eating Turkey Hill ice cream. The Turkey Hill folks came out and they gave out scores, I think thousands of ice cream, the Duet ice cream, to lots of people today, just for free, handing it out. And the Phillies are there, the Phillies with MyPHL 17. What a great start to 2009. We continue now on the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. In a moment here, that sun's starting to go down a little bit more, but it's hanging on, and so is the parade. Stay tuned, everybody.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade, sponsored by Southwest Airlines, the lowest fares and no hidden fees.
Philadelphia, Philly to some. Shows so many sides to match your any side. That's what makes Philly fun. Let yourself go Phila.com.
This year, resolve to experience all the thrills of Six Flags. Resolve to launch into a new dimension on the transformed Medusa. Resolve to conquer Kingda Ka. 2009 is here. Resolve to purchase your Six Flags Great Adventure Season Pass now. Go to sixflags.com and resolve to purchase your Six Flags Season Pass for the lowest price of the year. Resolve to visit Six Flags over and over.
Say hello to Gus, the second most famous groundhog in Pennsylvania.
I just flew in from the Poconos, and boy, are my arms tired. Sandwich walks into a bar. Bartender says, sorry, we don't serve food here.
What else you got?
$2.5 million Joker's Wild, the new instant game from the Pennsylvania Lottery. You could win one of 5 top prizes of $2.5 million. I got $1 million of them. You know where a penguin keeps his money? The snowbank. Keep on stacking.
My husband! Where's my husband? Stop. 1, 2, 3.
She was a passenger. I was deboned on the passenger side.
We just had some wine. I wasn't even drunk. I was just buzzed.
What? You were just buzzed? Well, sir, you didn't tell us that. In that case, she's just fine.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Really?
No, not really.
Buzz driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
There you go.
Hi, Jake Hart, Steve Highsmith. We are available.
John Barron gave us these, and I said, "You think we could play them on the air?" He said, well, you have to give one for Steve too.
There we
Steve
go.
got his own.
And we're getting ready now, I tell you. That was an exhausted conductor. Now let's go to Joseph A. Furco String Band. Captain Anthony Salenza, his first time as captain. Starting now, the crew of Furco. This is getting tough. Another wow. Anthony Salenza at 50-something years old. First-time captain. You've done good, rookie.
He really did. And, you know, another perfect example of an integrated music and costume. They did some stuff. There was a little part, I don't know if anyone saw it, saxophone players playing with one hand.
How about that one-handed sax play?
While moving a flag around with the other. and that's hard to do. You can't hold the sax up, because the hand that holds the sax is the one that they're dancing with.
Preservation Hall Band, and you talked about the music. Look at the range of this. Dixieland to Zydeco to swing.
Well, what they did is they went after the different crews in the Mardi Gras. The Bacchus crew, the Endymion, the Rex, and they had the Zydeco accordions in there. They had the alligator at the end, which is called the Bacca Gator in the Bacchus crew.
The teeth on that sucker.
It's just a perfect...
Al Hurt and Pete Fontaine, that was the imagery there.
It was more like a tribute to the actual crews of the Mardi Gras than a simple Mardi Gras routine.
I tell you, talk about let the good times roll. That is something right there. Furco String Band, and to Russ Bama, the designer, and Aldo Bono, the costumers, you outdid yourselves again. When we say this is getting tough, folks, you understand how difficult it is for the judges. You know, Hegeman did what is an outstanding performance and a very unique theme, and now you have what is a traditional theme that is done in a unique way by Furco. And how do you judge those two? It's very difficult, but you know what? We're asking you to do that. Now, many of you, and I need to say this, Jay, because I just got word that so many people have been trying to vote in the viewer's choice poll to keep track of this and to download the judging sheets and to do a lot of other things, that for a while, and I don't know how long, the system has gone down. And so, that not to worry, the voting is open until 5 o'clock tomorrow, 5 p.m. tomorrow. So you have plenty of time to vote, so keep track of each band, make notes about each band, judge each one.
And I assume you televise it, so watch them again.
And watch them, right. And so, you know, go ahead and do that, but just be a little patient if you're trying to get online, at least in the last few minutes or right now. But we'll let you know if things change at all, but just hang in there, Viewer's Choice Poll, vote for your favorite string band, and of course that's at myphl17.com. And now more to come on the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. We have more bands still ahead of us. You just saw Furco, but we've got band number 12, and then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 yet to go.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade, sponsored by Beneficial Bank.
Starting now, I'm going to bring some fiscal sanity to our world.
I'm going to find ways to spend less and save more. Starting now, I'm going to figure out what's ahead before I get there.
Every day is a chance to do the right thing financially with a bank that's done just that for 155 years. Starting now, Beneficial Bank.
Starting now, I'm going to reach for higher places.
If you're redecorating, the New Year's sale from Raymore and Flanagan is the one you don't want to miss. Choose from the best brands like Broyhill, Bernhardt, Natuzzi. Find your style with Cindy Crawford's home collection. Create that room you've always wanted.
Now this is my room.
No money down, no payments for 12 months, plus no interest till 2012. Going on now at Raymore and Flanagan.
Hi, everybody. Maury Povich here with a big alert for talk show fans. If you watch TV using rabbit ears or a rooftop antenna, you've got until February 17th to upgrade to digital, or you'll lose reception. But if you upgrade now, you can enjoy Maury Povich in digital right away. For help, call this number or visit dtvanswers.com. Make sure your TV is DTV.
For a copy of the Philadelphia String Band Association performances, send a check or money order to this address. For more info, log on to phillymummers.com.
Welcome back to the Southwest Airlines 2009 Mummers Parade. Don't forget www.savethemummers.com. Coming up now, Avalon String Band and Captain Jack Hee in another fascinating performance. This one is entitled Tradition.
Masoret in Hebrew.
And here is Avalon String Band starting now. Exquisite, a praise of Jewish life. Captain Jack Key in Avalon, starting as Tevye. And I tell you, that Jack said this is the hardest, most demanding routine he's ever done.
Well, it is, because that music is very difficult to play, and having those bottle dancers at the end on the knees. The last 2 times that's been done, it was done by Quaker in their Russian theme and Fralinger in their Gypsies, and they both won. The other thing I liked, there are people who are sitting in their TVs and saying, don't they know there's 8 candles in a menorah? Wrong. The original menorah had 6 candles, and it was only built out to 8 when Hanukkah began. So Avalon did their research. That is a traditional, ancient Hebrew menorah.
Wow. They drill at Southern, and this is another, wow, factor performance, and a different, subtle performance that somehow has to get weighed against all of them. Hey, you know, I told you that we were having some trouble with the myphl17.com website with the people who are trying to download or actually vote. Well, apparently it's been fixed. So go to it and make sure you keep track of all the string bands. It's myphl17.com, and voting is open until 5 p.m. tomorrow. More to come on the Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. Another string band coming into view. We've got a few more to go here, folks. Stay tuned. Happy New Year, everybody.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade, brought to you by Honda.
Over the last 30 years, Honda has committed itself to making cars that reduce emissions, and today is recognized as America's greenest automaker. So keep doing what's important to you, and we'll keep building cars you can count on. For great leases and low financing, depend on your Honda dealer. Go to shophonda.com for details.
For your next event, hire your favorite string band. Call 1-866-251-2638 or log on to phillymummers.com.
Your antenna TV doesn't have to stop working on February 17th. Enjoy DTV's better picture and sound and new channels starting now. Upgrade with a digital converter box or new TV and visit this website or call this number.
My son gave me one of these new touch phones. I don't even know how to use it. So I take it back to this wild-looking little mall store. Bunch of kids running around in their T-shirts. So I say, I want to exchange this gadget. They look at me like I'm crazy. Now, what is wrong with a phone that has just a keypad and an ear hole? I'm heading out for a smoke.
There are thousands of ways to quit smoking. For the tools to help you find yours, visit determinedtoquit.com or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade is sponsored by determinedtoquit.com.
City Hall and the Southwest Airlines 2009 Mummers Parade. I'm Steve Highsmith along with Jake Hart. We are on band number 13, Polish American String Band, and Captain Mark Danielewicz. PA just got through celebrating its 75th anniversary this past year. Got to attend a great banquet at the Sheraton in November, and they also lost John Zackwea in June, a former captain, Captain Zach, and they do miss him. He was laid to rest in his Stars, Stripes, and Strings.
What else? I mean, he would want that, I'm sure.
All right, this performance coming up now is called Out of This World. Out of This World. And here is Polish American coming up. So the concept behind this is prepared to be taken. And so I think you get the idea what's going to happen. Here's Polish American starting now. Well, I got to tell you, we've got a war with the Mummers stars going on here. Another outstanding, amazing, wonderful, vibrant, brilliant performance. This by Polish-American. You're never lost in space with PA, Jake.
They had, first of all, they did this like a classical theme with all that heavy percussion, a classical bass drum in there, a timpani in there. It drove the whole routine. And again, the costumes were absolutely perfectly integrated with the routine. It was just the most elaborate, beautiful space costumes you're ever going to see.
That's one of the best Darth Vaders I've ever seen, too, because you look at what they did with the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
And this is not lit. There's not a light behind there. That's the painting, and that's just fabulously done. This is one performance where they weren't just clinging on the space thing. Space thing.
But you know that the whole scoring is going to be so tight this year because they've changed it. The judges can move up 1/10 of a point instead of 1/4 of a point. And with these routines, I can't imagine how they score them.
No. Well, next Sunday at 9 o'clock, it's time to celebrate the new year all over again as MyPHL 17 presents the Mummers Parade Best of the Best. We'll have the official results from today's judging, of course, but the results of our Viewers' Choice Poll will be revealed then as well. And, of course, all of the greatest performances from today's string band division. So join me for Best of the Best, please, next Sunday night at 9 on MyPHL 17. More to come now on the Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade as we look at the city of Philadelphia and the Delaware River, and folks are still coming up Broad Street from South Philadelphia. We're getting ready for one of the next string bands to come up, and that would be Quaker City, so stay tuned, everybody.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade, sponsored by Southwest Airlines, the lowest fares and no hidden fees.
If you're redecorating, the New Year's sale from Raymore and Flanagan is the one you don't want to miss.
My bedroom is totally me.
Make it something special.
It's my chair.
Create that new room you've always wanted.
Now this is my room.
And now, for the first time ever, no money down, no payments for 12 months plus no interest till 2012. The New Year's sale going on now at Raymore and Flanagan.
Coming January 5th, Masters of Illusion is back with all new episodes.
Whatever you do, don't blink.
You've never seen magic like this. Death-defying. Heart-stopping. Reality-twisting. Jaw-dropping illusions that will leave you spellbound. Masters of Illusion returns with all new episodes.
Monday at 9 on MyPHL 17.
Welcome back to the Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. I'm Steve Highsmith along with Jake Hart. As the sun still creeps a little bit more towards sunset, it's still up, it's still bright out here, although the TV lights are illuminating the bands just a little bit more, so you can tell that's happening. Let's go now. We've got Quaker City String Band coming up with Captain Charlie Rotes, and it's back in the hay. Look for when the Scarecrows decide to have a snack. Here's Quaker City starting now. You might say they combined everything into that performance.
They did indeed. I mean, the typewriter song, the corn.
The dancing was the bench dancing, for example. You had Fran and Mike there swinging each other around. Kevin and George were also up front doing that. There are other people in this band that were doing a lot of different things. They're playing instruments at times and they stop. Some of the dancers are there all the time, but it's how they get everybody to do a lot of different things at different times.
They did some things like, you know, they're playing Step in Time with an Orange Blossom special behind it. The saxes are playing spoons. The typewriter song, I mean, I just love that. There's a little typewriter bell at the end. One of the members of the band told me that came from a Heckle and Jekyll cartoon.
And the cows, the dancing cows.
The dancing cows.
How can you forget? I can't forget the dancing cows.
No, and Charlie Rhodes in his first year at captain. I mean, to follow Bob Shannon is like following Babe Ruth, but he did
an outstanding job, and so did Quaker City. Listen, how does 4 free airline tickets sound? Pretty good, right? Well, thanks to our friends at Southwest, when you vote in our Viewers' Choice poll for your favorite string band, you're automatically entered to win 4 tickets to any city Southwest services from Philadelphia. Just text your favorite band to 53536. That's 53536. You can enter once by cell phone and once online at myphl17.com. Polls are open now. You have until 5 o'clock tomorrow to enter. Good luck. More to come on the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade as the shadows get a little longer. Another band on its way. We just saw Quaker City. And coming up will be Greater Kensington String Band. Stay tuned, everybody.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. Sponsored by Southwest Airlines, the lowest fares and no hidden fees.
With this controller, your character will mimic your exact motions. See?
Sweet.
Now throw me a pitch, just like we're outside.
You're out. That ends the inning. Next up, shortstop.
Want to get away? Now you can. With Southwest Airlines Internet specials, you can fly to destinations nationwide for just $49 to $99. Purchased by January 19th. Low fares, no hidden fees.
This year, resolve to experience all the thrills of Six Flags. Resolve to launch into a new dimension on the transformed Medusa. Resolve to conquer Kingdom Ka. 2009 is here. Resolve to purchase your Six Flags Great Adventure Season Pass now. Go to sixflags.com and resolve to purchase your Six Flags Season Pass for the lowest price of the year. Resolve to visit Six Flags over and over.
According to the newest independent study, the most top docks in South Jersey are at Virtua, where digital operating rooms and high-definition imaging give them incredible precision in laparoscopic procedures, where they can perform the latest in minimally invasive surgery, and where advanced technology is your assurance of today's best medicine. Get all the facts at sjtopdocs.org.
Mummers Show of Shows, February 28th at Boardwalk Hall. Presented by Trump Entertainment Resorts. Order tickets at Ticketmaster.com or call this number. For more info, visit PhillyMummers.com.
Southwest operates out of the D&E concourses at Philadelphia International Airport. The airport is going to unveil a more spacious security checkpoint, new retail shop soon, serving Southwest gates. Flying Southwest from Philadelphia has never been more convenient. This is the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade on MyPHL 17. And don't forget, the Fancy Brigades follow the string bands a little bit later this evening. You can check them out at 8 o'clock tonight, 8 to 10 p.m. on MyPHL 17. Right now we're in the string bands. This is Greater Kensington String Band and Captain Scott Moyer. They're doing a pirate theme, and this one's called A Pirate's Life for Me. Jake?
This is a band that had a little downturn last year, but they decided to come back big time. Their costume hurt them last year, not their music. Their costume isn't going to hurt them this year.
Here we go. Greater Kensington String Band and Scott Moyer starting now.
A pirate's life for me!
That was jolly, Roger.
Yes, it was.
Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of mum. And how did Captain Moyer get into that treasure chest?
He just sneaked in it. And how did he slide down that rope at the beginning of the show?
That zip line, Greater Kensington String Band. Great entrance and another fine performance from GK.
This band picked up a lot of new members. They ran an open house for high school band musicians, and they got 12 new members, including a classical bass player who's about to go to Juilliard, who said he never knew how hard it was to play a mummer bass. Well, good for you. Now you know. And they, again, did a phenomenal job with their costumes. Bob Finnegan special.
And all makeup this year, you know.
No mask.
Mask. Yeah, all makeup this year, which is an interesting.
You can go back and forth on what's better. I guess in the cold weather in the morning, you'd like to have a mask on, but it's a lot easier to play without one, believe me.
Well, we've got another band or two or three yet to come. That was GK. South Philadelphia String Band is next. After South Philadelphia is going to be Fralinger, and following Fralinger will be Pensport. More to come here on the Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. We've had a lot of great moments in 2008. Some parts of 2008 we'd like to forget, but some great moments. And there is one particular moment that stands above the rest.
Southwest Airlines presents the Fantastic Phillies moments of 2008. At number 1.
The perfect way to end a perfect season. Brad Lidge strikes out Eric Hinsky for the final out of the 2008 World Series. Lidge drops to his knees after the play, sending Philly fans into a frenzy. The pitch delivers Philadelphia its first championship since 1980. Happy New Year!
My PHL 17, the new home of the world champion Philadelphia Phillies. The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade, sponsored by Beneficial Bank.
My buildings are about letting the future in. And that means sunlight. Solar energy is a powerful thing. It's better for the environment and for business. My bank gets it.
Solar lending, now at Beneficial. Just one way we can help you energize your business. Starting now. Beneficial Bank.
It's my kind of weather.
Philadelphia. Philly to some. Shows so many sides. To match your any side. That's what makes Philly fun. Let yourself go Phila.com.
Say hello to Gus, the second most famous groundhog in Pennsylvania.
I just flew in from the Poconos, and boy, are my arms tired. Sandwich walks into a bar. Bartender says, sorry, we don't serve food here.
What else you got?
$2.5 million Joker's Wild, the new instant game from the Pennsylvania Lottery. You could win one of 5 top prizes of $2.5 million. I got 1 million of them. You know where a penguin keeps his money? The snowbank. Keep on scratching.
Hey folks, like what you see, you'd really like also enjoying a February day that's warm inside at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. You go to one of 2 shows. You can go to both if you like, noon and 5 p.m. on February 28th. That's the show of shows. The string band folks get there. They have a great time. They give their performances, but it's a little different, and they add some things. It's really kind of cool. So February 28th, noon or 5 or both at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. This is the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. We have South Philadelphia String Band coming up and Captain Denny Palandro. And this is a night's theme. One of the interesting themes, the night is ours.
One of our nominees for the Custer's Last Stand Award.
And here they go. South Philadelphia String Band starting now. They went medieval on us, and we loved it. An intricate castle that worked inside and out, and I love the drum solo at the open. It really worked with the horses
very
coming in.
excellent drum solo, nice tempo changes, and this band does props like no one else. That ogre moves his head back and forth. They did that with a bar stool. What a great idea for a Mummers to come up with.
Well, that's what it is.
They're just very creative.
South Philadelphia String Band, Captain Denny Palandro, and this night is ours. Well, the night may be yours. We'll have to see. We may or may not have seen the best band yet. We've got a couple of good ones to come. This is everyday people doing extraordinary things. Electricians and salespeople, Home Depot and Walmart. These are not professional dancers and musicians, but today they are in quality. More to come on the Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. Stay tuned, everybody.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade, brought to you by Honda.
Keep doing what's important to you. We'll keep building cars you can count on.
So you're Rob's kid. He's a good man.
For great leases and low financing, depend on your Honda dealer. Go to shophonda.com for details.
If you're redecorating, the New Year's sale from Raymore and Flanagan is the one you don't want to miss. Choose from the best brands like Broyhill, Bernhardt, Natuzzi. Find your style with Cindy Crawford's home collection. Create that room you've always wanted.
Now this is my room.
No money down, no payments for 12 months, plus no interest till 2012. Going on now at Raymore and Flanagan.
For a copy of the Philadelphia String Band Association performances, send a check or money order to this address. For more info, log on to PhillyMummers.com. Here's to the underachiever.
Almost got an A on my paper.
What do you mean, almost?
That's it.
We salute you.
He likes girls and he can tell time.
I'm a happy dad.
Here's to your future.
There's a college for clowns?
2.5 Men, weeknights at 6:30 and 7 on MyPHL 17.
Beautiful Boathouse Row in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade on MyPHL 17. Next Sunday at 9 o'clock, it's time to celebrate the new year all over again as MyPHL 17 presents the Mummers Parade Best of the Best. We'll have the results of our Viewers' Choice Poll, so stay tuned, everybody. That's next Sunday at 9. This is Fralinger String Band, Captain Bill Bowen Jr., the winningest captain of all time, 10 first prizes. Fralinger going for 7 first prizes as a band in a row, 7 in a row. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is Your Wish is Our Command, an Arabian theme. They haven't precisely done this theme before. They had one little section a number of years ago in another theme that they did a passing reference. But this is unique for Fralinger, and here we go. Fralinger String Band, Captain William Bowen Jr., and Your Wish is Our Command. And here they are, starting now. A chic performance. Fralinger, Power.
Dancing sheet to sheet. They were phenomenal.
Dana Thiel is the choreographer, and she said to us, this is just amazing that these guys can play these instruments while doing the dance moves that they're doing.
And their music is so difficult. And the subtlety, sort of the accordions going behind the banjo solo on Hindustan, the beautiful dialogue between the solo horn and the whole band on the Snake Charmer. It plays like, it sounds like something you could buy in a record store. They're just beautiful. And, you know, your wishes are command. There's a lot of bands whose wishes that they don't win 7 in a row, but I'm not so sure they could pull it off again.
Well, they really could. What Dr. Fralinger started a long time ago, he was the team physician, by the way, for Connie Mack's Philadelphia Athletics. There's another connection to baseball that goes on. Beautiful sunset there. And the Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade will be right back after this as we continue from Philadelphia. Don't forget tonight at 8 o'clock, by the way, the Fancy Brigade portion. You know, earlier today we saw the comics and the fancies, and you're seeing the string bands. Fancy Brigades coming up at 8.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. Sponsored by Southwest Airlines, the lowest fares and no hidden fees. 2009 Mummers Show of Shows. One day only, 2 shows. Presented by Trump Entertainment Resorts. And it all happens at Atlantic City's Boardwalk Hall. Saturday, February 28th at noon at 5 p.m. To order tickets, call 1-800-736-1420 or online at Ticketmaster.com. Special rates available for groups of 15 or more. It's the award-winning performances of the Philadelphia String Band Association, the 2009 Mummers Show of Shows. And don't forget, for all Mummers info, log on to PhillyMummers.com.
This January on My Network TV.
Are you ready for magic?
Premiering January 5th. It's the all-new Masters of Illusion.
And whatever you do, don't blink.
Plus, the all-new reality series Vice Squad.
Autograph! Autograph!
Then, Arsenio is back on the world's funniest moments. And Friday Night SmackDown is bigger and better than ever. Plus, all new movies.
Idiot! All this month on MyPHL 17.
Police! There's a woman trying to smoke! I think I'm going to faint. Call a doctor. Oh, no, you didn't. She's touching a cigarette. You're going to ruin the new car smell.
There are thousands of ways to quit smoking. For the tools to help you find yours, visit determinedtoquit.com or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Liberty 2 in Philadelphia. I'm Steve Highsmith along with Jay Clark, and this is the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. And there's Liberty 1, Jake, coming into view. And Judge, you know, I don't want to ask you to be a judge, but we've got one band left, and give me an honest gut check. Have you seen a winner? Can you pick one, or is it that close?
I have like 5 or 6, and I can't pick one out of there, and I've never really thought
I'm
that
with you.
before.
I have about a half a dozen that I say.
And I wonder whether we have the same half a dozen. That's what's there. It was the tightest race I've seen.
Well, here we have Penn Sports String Band and Captain Rod Samariglio, who's not really the captain. He's the president. They don't officially have a captain. This is a unique band. They're sort of captain-less, but here they go. Penn Sports String Band, Celebration of Faith, starting now. to cap the string bands. Amen to that. Full attendance in that church.
They were really, you know, this band doesn't march all year long. This is a New Year's Day only band, although Bob Cimarillo says they're starting to do some jobs. The pews in that church, they're real church pews. They got them from the church by giving a donation.
The collection plates are real, too.
Oh, I love those collection plates. And the opening funeral with Joe Forziati on the soprano sax, Just a Closer Walk with Thee. Very, very nicely done theme.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Penn Sport String Band. We have a couple of special announcements to make when we come right back, so stay tuned, everybody.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade, sponsored by Southwest Airlines, the lowest fares and no hidden fees.
If you're shopping for a new mattress, the New Year's sale from Raymore and Flanagan is the one you don't want to miss. Save $50 on Sealy mattresses, now just $3.99. Or choose Sealy Posturepedic Firm or Plush Queen mattress sets, now only $6.99. Save $100. Free next day delivery, setup, and old mattress removal. No money down, no payments for 12 months, no interest till 2012. Going on now at Raymore and Flanagan.
This year, resolve to experience all the thrills of Six Flags. Resolve to launch into a new dimension on the transformed Medusa. Resolve to conquer Kingdom Ka. 2009 is here. Resolve to purchase your Six Flags Great Adventure Season Pass now. Go to SixFlags.com and resolve to purchase your Six Flags Season Pass for the lowest price of the year. Resolve to visit Six Flags over and over.
The longest-running entertainment event on the Avenue of the Arts isn't here, or even here, because it's here at Virali, where artistically inspired, masterfully prepared meals have been winning over the toughest crowds for decades. Award-winning Northern Italian cuisine and the freshest seafood, presented with a Mediterranean twist and a flair for the truly exceptional. Upstairs and Sotto Virali, the longest-running sensation on Philadelphia's Avenue of the Arts.
For your next event, hire your favorite string band. Call 1-866-251-2638 or log on to PhillyMummers.com. Announcing the Southwest Airlines Viewer's Choice Poll. New Year's Day, when you vote for your favorite string band, you'll be entered to win a trip for 4 to anywhere Southwest flies. With 2 ways to enter and vote, by cell or online. To enter by cell, text the name of your favorite string band to 53536 or enter online at myphl17.com and click on Mummers. Polls are open now. To keep score, download a judging sheet from myphl17.com. The Southwest Airlines Viewer's Choice Poll from myphl17, the home of the Mummers. The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade, sponsored by Southwest Airlines, the lowest fares and no hidden fees.
What you got?
Want to get away? Now you can. With Southwest Airlines Internet Specials, you can fly to destinations nationwide for just $49 to $99. Purchased by January 19th. Low fares, no hidden fees.
At Turkey Hill, we take pride in our ice cream, our fresh dairy ingredients, and recipes that have served us for over 75 years. But every once in a while, we like to introduce something new. Smooth and tangy Venice Ice and creamy vanilla soft serve, blending together. Turkey Hill Duetto, 2 delicious in cherry, lemon, raspberry, and mango. And introducing 2 new flavors, root beer float and creamy chocolate coconut.
copy of the Philadelphia String Band Association performances. Send a check or money order to this address. For more info, log on to phillymummers.com.
As the sun sinks away here in the Delaware Valley, confident that it gave us a good start to 2009. A smiling sun as it heads down in the west. We are at the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade live outside City Hall at 15th and Market, where we've been all day today. But the parade actually, in our collective modern memory, is the shortest that it's ever been. About 6 hours and 15 minutes from the first comic group that came up, or the captain, at this site to the last string band. 6 hours and 15 minutes. Now, obviously, they started earlier than that at Broad and Washington. The comics and the fancies started, and the string band started further south on Broad Street. When I say things like La Cucaracha, or This Bug's for You, or Our Mimes Are Made Up, or one of my favorites, You're No Bunny Till Some Bunny Loves You.
I love that one.
You think of puns, and these are theme names that people come up with. And in 2003, Jake Hart, to my left, said, you know, we ought to really recognize these people and call it the Custard's Last Stand Award. And the first one went to Woodland's Arg, and then Aqua's Jailhouse Flock, and Woodland, How the West Was Mum, and then South Philadelphia, That's Entertainment, and then Aqua Rated Arg, and then Polish American last year for Ghouls Gone Wild. Who are your finalists this year? We have a trophy this year.
We have a trophy, we do. I have 5 finalists this year. Durning's Saturday Fright Fever.
I agree.
Duffy's Batteries Not Included. Hegeman's Orchestrated Oddballs.
One of my favorites.
Quaker's Back in the Hay. And South Philadelphia's The Night Is Ours.
All right.
And it's quite a tough. It's like
a
everything
tough
else.
One. I think you know which one I
know
like.
which one you like, but I have very little seniority rights here. But this is one I do have.
For the first year, we've agreed every year, except this year.
This year we did not agree, but this year I'm giving the award to the band that founded it, the Durning String Band, with Saturday Fright Fever. And here's
the trophy.
The actual trophy. And
it's like the Stanley Cup. You actually have the previous
winners. It has in the front all of the people who have won it before. And there's room for the company that made this to inscribe this year's winner. And I will take it, hopefully with you, Steve, to Durning's Clubhouse.
Yes, we'll go there, and they deserve it.
And they will have it for 1 year. And then next year, someone else will win it. This character on the top is the actual a model of the captain from that year, Frank Anello, who was Custard.
It was
and we
soft ice cream doing Cowboys and Indians, right?
Soft ice cream doing Cowboys and Indians.
Well, Saturday Fright Fever certainly deserves
Durning.
it. That's a tie for my #1. And but I won't say which one that was. They're all good themes, and congratulations, Durning. Now, listen, the comics came up first, and we have the results of the comics in the official judging that happened, so we'd like to share some of what we have for you on the results. It's very complex. They have a lot of different categories, but we have the overall winners, and we have the overall captains. Murray takes first prize, and that ties Liberty for the most wins in a row. That is 11 wins in a row. And the winning captain is Mike Orlando. Mike Orlando of Good Timers is #1 according to this, and Rob Sikowski, and then Dennis Pellegrino after that. That is fascinating. That is fascinating. They each, you can tell just by that jumble order of different groups how strong the comics were today.
Everyone was strong. The fancies were beautiful. I mean, this parade, it keeps getting better and better and better. And hopefully we have it again next year. And I do want to thank the SaveTheMummers.com. Took some wonderful contributions. The Delaware Valley Regional Economic Development Fund, Laurie Kavulich, president.
Laurie's great. Thank you, Laurie.
Donated $100,000 to this wonderful hobby. And I hope everyone continues to do that so we're together again next year and many years after that.
Joey Vento, $40,000. Foreman Mills, $22,000. Electric Factory, $10,000. Verizon, $10,000. Beneficial Bank is donating $10,000. This is just a great start because more money is needed. But the Mummers will be safe thanks to you because it is a people's parade.
And by the way, this silly button that says Mum Nuts, this is a group of retired mummers. It includes Bob Shannon and me, who have an email. We exchange emails about the Mummers, sometimes 100 a week. That shows you how perverted we are.
But Mum and Nuts, isn't that redundant?
Mum Nuts? No, it is absolutely redundant.
We'll continue in just a moment here on MyPHL 17 and the Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. Don't forget, the Fancy Brigades are yet to come.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade is brought to you by GoPhilly.com, where you can book your hotel stay, plan your trip, and learn about all the exciting things that Philly has to offer. That's GoPhilly.com.
Philadelphia. Philly to some. Shows so many sides. To match your any side. That's what makes Philly fun. Let yourself go Philly.com.
If you're shopping for a new mattress, the New Year's sale from Raymore and Flanigan is the one you don't want to miss. Save $50 on Sealy mattresses, now just $3.99. Or choose Sealy Posturepedic Firm or Plush Queen mattress sets, now only $6.99. Save $100. Free next day delivery, setup, and old mattress removal. No money down, no payments for 12 months, no interest till 2012. Going on now at Raymore and Flanigan.
Your key to unbelievable savings has arrived. Announcing Ford Employee Pricing Plus. Now you pay what we pay, plus you get an additional $3,500 cash back on the 24 miles per gallon Ford Edge. And you can count on Ford Credit for the financing you need. Get employee pricing plus an additional $3,500 cash back. Get a Ford Edge today and save over $5,500 with Employee Pricing Plus. Only at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
Mummers Show of Shows, February 28th at Boardwalk Hall. Presented by Trump Entertainment Resorts. Order tickets at Ticketmaster.com or call this number. For more info, visit PhillyMummers.com.
Street in Philadelphia, the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade. The Fancy Brigades are coming up at 8 o'clock tonight here on MyPHL 17. Congratulations to Governor Ed Rendell, who got the first award, Friend to the Mummers Award, from the Fancy Brigade Association, from the division. That's great. And if you had to just name 5 or 6 bands that you think are in the top, not in particular order.
I'm going to name them not in any order at all.
Okay.
Furco, Fralinger, Quaker City, Avalon, Woodland. And the 2 that I would put right behind it are the 2 that you had in that top 5, and they are?
Hegeman and South Philadelphia. Yeah, so, I think Hegeman has to be given credit for how unique and how well they performed that unique thing.
I didn't think they were going to, but they just overwhelmed me. So, you know, if I could put 7 in the top 5, that's what I'd do.
Well, I want to say thanks to MyPHL 17 Vice President and General Manager Vince Giannetti. It's been a long day. And Executive Producer Liz Naughton, as well as Producer Bob Bieber and Director Mike Tully, and to Rob Schmall and the entire PMTV crew that are out here, Sue and everybody that's here, Tim, Aditi, Renee, Lori, Jameson, Justin, Ron, Jake Hart, Judge Hart, thank you very much.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
It's really a pleasure. Bill Burke III said his father always said that your life is about your family, your friends, and your feathers. Your faith and your feathers. And that's really true. So thank you. Have a great new year. It's a great start. Thank you for joining us again. Don't forget the Fancy Brigades tonight, please. I'm Steve Highsmith. Good night, everybody. Happy New Year to you.
We hope you enjoyed the 2009 Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade.
If your travel plans include flying, we hope you'll consider Southwest in 2009, where we offer the lowest fares and no hidden fees. I'm Karen Dunlop.
And I'm John Miner. For all of us at Southwest Airlines, with 66 flights leaving Philadelphia every day, have a happy and prosperous New Year.
The Southwest Airlines Mummers Parade has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines, the lowest fares and no hidden fees. GoPhilly.com. Turkey Hill Dairy.